Good morning, everyone. How's it going? Happy Saturday. It is me, Victoria Baxter, the LSDR coach of the Saved and Single Ministry and New Thing Life Coaching. Stay connected with me by going to the jalministry.com/saved and single. You can subscribe, browse, learn more about me and this ministry. You can also go to www.newthinglifecoaching.com. You can learn about different services and courses and things like that I offer and provide, really just to help Christians in general, but especially those women who are just stuck when it comes to purpose or dating, or even if you are in a relationship, being single in general, just in the 21st century with so many things that are going on with still trying to hold on to your Christian values. So I'm all about helping people and doing things. Again, that's all what I'm about. So again, if you are seeing this on a Saturday, obviously it is time for the Sassy Saturday Special, where I come and give my take for really just a few moments on something that is currently going on. What I'm going to be doing for the month of March is focusing on healing. I spent a lot of time, well, all of February actually, um, talking about dating, and really just because I know that there are a lot of Christian women who are just like, hey, I want to date. I don't know, how, where to start. What are the new rules of dating? So many different things like that. And I'm so proud of so many of you who, I say proud, but I'm happy to take this journey with you for those who did sign on for the Getting It On dating experiment. I am going to have this probably just being like an ongoing thing so people can sign up at any time. Again, depending on which level you choose, it'll be ebook, whatever. I don't want to talk about that. Anyway, talked about dating in February. I want to talk about healing this month, because it's something that I know a lot of single women are struggling with. Some of them don't even know that they have a healing issue. Some of them don't even know that it's some type of brokenness, or something from their past that is still holding them up at this point. So every Saturday, something different that has to do with healing, something from your past, something that might trigger something to just kind of open up your eyes, open up your mind, and so we can kind of start the healing process. And we're going to end this month, March 23rd. I'm doing a healing webinar at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Go register. You can learn more on both websites, both pages, the whole nine. Today, what I want to talk about today is actually lies from the mother. Lies from the mother. Let's start with mom. I'm not sure, what type of relationship that you had with your mom, and if you had a great one, and you're good to go as far as the healing department is concerned, then who knows, this entire month might not even affect you. And well, it still might, because sometimes that we had a good childhood, and mommy was there, daddy was there, everything was good to go. And sometimes we still don't even realize that there are issues that are present. We still don't realize that there were things that actually happened that still affected us in some way. When it comes to lies from the mother, and this is why I call it the lies from the mother, it was a little bit funny to me, kind of, but my sister, she's I think it's called esthetician, because she's not really cosmetologist, but esthetician. And what had actually happened was I went to her a couple of weeks ago, I want to say it was, because she was doing microdermabrasion on my face and getting this, this process done. Now, mind you, for years, I've always known that I've had dry skin, especially my face. I'm one of those people, like my nose will start peeling and whatever else. I'm very bad when it comes to moisturizing. Honestly, I've been bad with taking care of myself in general, but I'm now trying to do better as far as self-care. I know it's a part of self-love and whatever else. I've been eating healthy and things like that. Drinking a whole lot of water, been doing excellent in that department. Everything has been going well. But now again, skincare, and she's been getting on me and letting me know, just as far as exfoliating and moisturizing and, and different things like that. So what I ended up doing was, again, I went to her, she was asking, about my skincare routine and stuff like that. And I was explaining to her, of course, one of my favorite face creams, it's really good for dry skin. So I've been using it, again, because I like the way that it makes my face glow, and everything like that. So what she did was she stripped all of that off. She wiped it all off, got it all, gone out the way. All of this only to find out after she did the skin analysis that I am actually somebody that suffers from dry skin. But of course, for me, I'm sorry, from oily skin. And I was like, well, that's not possible. I was like, I know for a fact that I have dry skin. Like my skin is always, dry and whatever else. And she was like, no, I'm letting you know you have oily skin. I was like, well, if that's the case, like, why is my face always like peeling and whatever else? And it looks better when I actually put the face cream on there for dry skin. She was like, well, because you've been treating your skin incorrectly all of this time. And because of what you've been doing, as far as your face is concerned, just something, all the, I don't know all the terms and whatever, but pretty much like the pores and all this other good stuff and the blackheads and blah, 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 blah. And now what's happening is like, it's really oily, but now it's like those things have no way of coming out. So on the surface, it looks one way, but it's really a completely different way. And what I told her, and again, and our mom actually has, she passed away like over 3 years ago. I was like, but mom always told me that I had dry skin. Mom actually was always letting me know, like, about, I needed to moisturize and do this because my skin is so dry. Little girl, your skin is too dry. And my mom had the whole routine down. Like when it was time for her to get out the shower and get out the tub or whatever, she had all these expensive products, and she was very good and very whatever when it came to her skincare. So her skin was wonderful. And when I told my sister this, she was like, well, I'm sorry to tell you, mama lied to you. And of course, we laughed and it was kind of funny. But of course, me, typical Victoria fashion, it's like I'd get in my car when it's time to leave and whatever else. I was like, I've been treating a problem incorrectly based off of the lies my mom told me. Now, of course, it's something so simple, something that can easily be, reversed and changed and all of the good stuff. But some of us are dealing with issues that are a little bit deeper than dry skin. Some of us have years of buildup and things that we've been holding on to. And there's a lot of other stuff that is trapped inside of us that we can't get out. It needs to get out, but it's like it can't, because we've been incorrectly treating problems based off of the lies that our mother has told us. I don't know what lies maybe your mom told you. Some of you, your mom has said some very malicious things and you've held on to those things. Some of you have talked about how your mom has told you you're only good for this, or you'll never be good at that, or you're never going to be worthy of this, or no man will ever this, or the only men this. So many different things. And some of you have been operating from a place of brokenness based off the lies your mother told you. Some of you, maybe your mom never even verbally opened her mouth, but it's the things that she did. It's her actions. It's different things like that actually had you believing something about yourself. We always talk about daddy issues, but a lot of us are walking around with mommy issues. And again, something that might seem simple to some, but again, I'm single, obviously. I don't want to say obviously, but a lot of you know that I'm single, for those of you who watch and listen on a regular basis. My mom was a single parent of 5 kids. Her and my dad separated when I was about 3 years old. And I saw my mom for years, and a lot of you have heard this story before. But I've seen her for years, the way that she took care of 5 children, the way that she took care of her niece, her nephew, and her grandson, and she made it look so easy. So for me, I grew up with that independent mindset, that independent attitude. I don't need a man. I saw the way my mom did it, and if she could do it, I know I can do it. And if she did it with pretty much 8 kids, I know I can do it with 2. And that was my story, and that is what I lived by. And I made sure that all men knew, I don't need you, I don't want you, I can do it by myself. And all these other, I even did it with their father. That's a different story. No, we're not supposed to get back together. But I did it. I did it for a very, very long time, all because of the lies from her. Now, mind you, and I can't even say lies because she never told me, you don't need a man, you can do it on your own, be strong, independent woman, whatever. But I saw the way she did things, and I saw the way she made it look. She made it look easy. So that was a lie. I didn't know about the sleepless nights. I didn't know about some of the financial hardships. I didn't know. And there's a lot that I'm learning now, because when she passed, I'm the one that took all of her journals. I'm the one, now she had some beautiful ones, and she just had a very bad habit of buying a new one, writing in it for she did like 3 entries, go buy a new one, go buy a new one. So she has all these different journals and whatever else. So I've now taken those. I won't rip any pages out. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't read, but every so often I'll read something that she maybe wrote on that day, and I'm like, wow, this is a lady who was actually going through some things. And she was writing and putting, her pain, her anger, her frustrations with certain things on the pages of these books. But I had no idea, because I knew the lie that she made it look easy. I knew the lie she didn't need a man. I knew the lie that she could provide and take care, and we still had all of our needs and some of our wants. So those were the lies that I lived with for years. Again, her and my father separated when I was 3. I'm 34. I'm still single. I just got to the point about 3 years ago where I had to start realizing, stop with that whole, you don't need a man. That's independent. I got it. I don't need a man. Da, 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 da. Y'all know how I feel about this. Marriage is about that woman. You got to know your place. Men, they got to know their place. And women, I talked about dating the independent woman, I think 2 weeks ago. If you go into it, making sure that every man that you encounter knows, and he knows that you don't need him and whatever else, it's probably not going to work out very well. It's probably not. Let's just be completely honest. So I had to start reprogramming and retraining my mind and really just looking at what the Bible says about marriage and what God says about the roles of a man, the roles of a woman, the roles of a husband, the roles of a wife. So now I know the kind of woman that I'm supposed to be, the kind of wife that I'm called to be. And now I also know that, hey, if I meet a man and if you don't carry yourself according to the way that my father says that you're supposed to be, and the way the Bible says that a man is supposed to be and a husband, then I know that you're not the one for me. I don't have to give you a chance. I don't have to date by faith. I don't have to do any of those things because I need you to be a certain way when we meet. Because I know, again, and a lot of people, therefore, the struggle love and things can change and you never know what you can do and you can motivate him and whatever. That's fine. Cool. I tell everyone, do whatever you want to do. As for me and my house, I'm going to do things a little bit differently because I know the kind of, I saw what Adam had already going on before he got his wife. I know that it says, he who finds a wife, and again, someone who's got their own stuff going on and they come across a certain woman. They're not out there looking, as I always talk about, but a man who is saying, hey, I got whatever going on. All I need is my helper. I need whoever God has for me. I need my rib or whatever else, someone who can help me with the stuff that I'm doing, and also someone for her to help me and for me to love her. And it's that mutual submission and whatever else going on. So me, there's just certain things I'm just not going to put up with at this point in my life. I don't care who I was before. I don't care what I allowed before. I don't care what I endured before. I don't care who I dated before. I don't care who I gave a chance to before. If you don't come correct now, and if you don't have certain things, as I always talk about, the PSP, preferences, standards, and potential, there are certain things I prefer, yes, but those got to be flexible. Standards, there are certain things that just fall into that duh category. Duh, you better be a Christian. Duh, you better have a job, or actually, have some type of income, or whatever else the case, but you better be able to provide. I need to know that you are a provider, protector, a man of God, all that other good stuff. If you don't have the standards, if you don't have the does, there's nothing else for us to talk about. Okay. So I want you to think about what lies possibly did you learn from your mom? Did you hear from your mom? Whether it was something that you saw her do, maybe again, she never said a word about anything, but it's something that you perceived or you picked up. Maybe it's again something that she never told you. Some of y'all, your mom never gave you a hug, never told you she loves you, never told you she was proud of you, never told you she wanted you. So you have been walking around with those issues. Y'all, psychology, this could go on forever. But there are certain things that we're supposed to get at each stage. And a lot of times when we don't get those things, we age, but we're still stuck in that stage. There are certain things that we have not progressed after, we have not moved forward and we have not grew from. So some of us still have these little issues inside of us. Again, mommy issues, daddy issues, things mommy didn't do, things mommy did do, things daddy didn't do, things daddy did, like all these other different things. Look back to the relationship that you had with your mom. Is there anything that you would change? Is there anything that you wish that she would do? Is there anything that she did do that you're mad, you're hurt, or just whatever? Think about it. Think about what lies still might be affecting you now, even as a single mom. Again, I had an awesome mom, but she didn't teach me anything about husband and wife. I didn't see her with a man in the house. And that's not something that we really even talked about. Again, Christian family, yes. But it's like reading the Bible and studying the Bible, and stuff like that. No. And again, I'm not mad at her, but it definitely shaped who I was for a while. And it really took me discovering the Father on my own and learning some of these things and making some necessary changes and some necessary adjustments. And I would dare you to do the same at this point in your life. Okay. But thank you all for tuning in. It's time to go. I'm trying to make these shorter and shorter and shorter. Again, connect with me, thejalministry.com. Click on Saved and Single. New Thing Life Coaching. Submit your questions. The Sass Ministry at gmail.com. The Sass Ministry at gmail.com. But again, God bless you all. I love you all. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will talk to you all next week. Bye bye.